Hello guys, hopefully you are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, we're here with our review of Game Week 3 from the FPL season. Hopefully you guys have had a better weekend than I have. You can see my team here on the screen. Not the best of weekends. A few punts didn't go my way, but it is what it is. It's still a very, very long season. Sorry if I bumped the laptop and whatnot. I'm using the webcam at the moment. But if you have been enjoying the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more content throughout the season. So let's get straight into the team as we've gone along. On the bench, I haven't put it on the screen. We've got Elliot Anderson. We've got the defender there from Burnley, Bayer, sorry. But then we've also had Destiny Udogie get the 12-point haul on the bench. So if I managed to start him, I think this week would have gone a very, very different way for us. But at the end of the day, the pick was João Pedro or Udogie. We went with João Pedro at home to West Ham. I really did think that Brighton would return with some more attacking returns than just one. I thought Pedro with the Enciso news would have started. Look, I took the risky punt there. I thought Spurs away against Bournemouth, maybe not the best fixture. Bournemouth had looked okay against West Ham and against Liverpool for an attacking return. So I thought if there's a world where Bournemouth do score, then there's more upside in the João Pedro pick. End of the day, I got that one wrong. 11 points would have put us on 54, and I probably would have been content with the game week. 43 has given me a massive, massive red arrow. So as you can see there in the key takeaways, Nick Jackson on the score sheet, absolutely massive. I did pick him for this run, so I know he only got a couple sets of one-pointers through game weeks 1 and 2. But this is what I've picked him for. He got the return against Luton. Didn't look as good as he looked. I think he was a bit nervous and I think he knew he needed a goal. So hopefully his run can continue over these next few game weeks. João Pedro, huge talking point. We're going to talk about him today and what we're going to do. But might be time for him to hit the bench. And Everton, we've got Jordan Pickford. That's where we're going to start. I'm just going to have to ride Jordan Pickford, I think. Another two-pointer. I think he's been robbed of 2 clean sheets against Fulham in game week 1. Fulham were absolutely dreadful. And then the same here. I think they're playing Wolves this week. Barely had a shot on target. Everton dominating. Can't put their chances away. And then they go and concede down the other end. So very disappointing being a Pickford owner. I took the risk of Jordan Pickford knowing that the defence might struggle a little bit. But I thought under Dyche and with the run that he'd get some clean sheets. He's got Sheffield United this week, who looked, they got absolutely dominated by Manchester City this week. But I'm just going to have to ride Jordan Pickford at least till game week 8, 9, 10, probably, whenever I wildcard in that point. But I think Jordan Pickford and Turner is going to have to hold that rotation as it goes. So Chilwell with a 6. Very, very happy with him at the moment. Looking more and more attacking. Just plug and play at the moment with Ben Chilwell. Fixture proof, great fixtures coming up, no issues there. Estupinan, just a bit concerned around the clean sheet potential with him, just because Brighton haven't kept a clean sheet at all when their fixtures do turn. I was really hoping he'd get some clean sheets through this run of fixtures, but he has had a few price rises because everyone's jumping on him. So I think his effective ownership now is going to be very, very high. So I think everyone's just going to ride with the Estupinan. Vardiol, again, we're talking about missing points. Kyle Walker has absolutely thrown away the clean sheet against his boyhood club there, Sheffield United. And he was on track for a bonus point as well. So Vardiol loses 5 points. Again, you give me 48. Would I take it? No, but it'd be better than 43. So very unlucky with the Vardiol move from Gabriel. If I'd kept Gabriel and played Gabriel, I would have got the 12 from Udogie. That's just how FPL is. The midfield is what it is. Mbeumo, Matoma have been fantastic for us since we've had them. No issues whatsoever. Salah getting that last minute assist saved the day for me. Just scrounged out an extra 3 points. Saka back on penalties. I think the Crystal Palace one may have been an anomaly. Haaland missing a penalty. Again, he's 90% owned. It doesn't really matter. And we've spoken about everyone else. So let's move into some transfer targets. Raheem Sterling, 2 goals at the weekend. Looks very, very solid. And at time of recording, I've been having some issues with Fantasy Football Hub. So if the data's not 100% up to date, I do apologise. Eye test is looking fantastic from Raheem Sterling. Very, very interested to see if we can get him in. If you're looking for that, £7 million-ish midfielder, Raheem Sterling could be the one. Whether you want to give him one more week, I think they've got Forest this week. I think he is definitely a play over the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks. He is looking like he's playing off of Nicholas Jackson very, very well. He's very direct. He's getting in behind. He's taking players on. He's doing all the things that we've seen Raheem Sterling do in the past. The expected points are there as well. The return was massive, 2 goals and an assist this week against Luton. So I would be very, very surprised if he doesn't return moving forward. Malo Gusto, 4.0, now 4.1 million defender option. I wanted to bring him up because I feel like he's going to be someone who's been spoken about a lot this week. He's already had a price rise from Friday night, Saturday morning, depending, when you're watching and where you're from. I just don't think long-term Gusto is a great option because of Reece James coming back. Pochettino said it was only a couple of weeks that Gusto was going to be in for because the James injury wasn't super bad. He might only get this week because and next week because we've got an international break coming up as well. I just don't think it's worth a punt and then to cop the bench, Gusto, and then everyone's going to wild card and then he's going to go down. If you need a punt for this week and maybe the week after, then you could go after Gusto. The eye test was fantastic. It didn't look like they missed Reece James one bit. His attacking threat was really high. Again, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. They were playing Luton, who have really struggled. So Gusto is someone who I'd be avoiding. But if you do need that 4.0 defender, go for it. Another Chelsea player, Nicholas Jackson. If you don't have him, I'd be jumping on Jackson. I'm an owner. Very, very strong. Data's looking good. Expected goals too. He's a little bit underperforming the XG at the moment. He's not a huge, charts creator, but we're hoping that with the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Sterling, I know Mudryk is injured and so is Chukwuemeka, but there's options there going forward for Chelsea. I think they're going to be really, really strong attacking-wise. Ben Chilwell might link up with him as well. I think there's a world where Nicholas Jackson can start returning goals and assists on a regular basis over this run. So if you are looking for a striker in that, mid-price bracket, Nicholas Jackson should be someone that you are targeting. Phil Foden. Now, I did bring this up before I thought that Phil Foden was sick. I expect Phil Foden to start against Fulham. If you did jump on Phil Foden, I think there's no problem with that at all. He looks fantastic. As soon as he came on against Sheffield, again, he elevated Man City. He is right there for the assist for Rodri. Again, if minutes are the issue. We spoke about Phil Foden last week. Does he play long term? If he is, he's someone that we need to consider because in that number 10 role, Phil Foden, his creativity numbers and his assist numbers are going to be absolutely brilliant. So I'm very, very excited to see what Phil Foden can bring for us. He should be a target if you're looking to move off of a Martinelli or you're looking to move one of those premium midfielders down. Phil Foden should be a big asset for you. And Destiny Udogie, I feel like he should be your defender, the target of choice out of the 4.5, 4.6 million bracket mark. Has a fantastic run of fixtures, and that also includes the fixtures after they play Arsenal and Liverpool. Again, Liverpool could be a world where he gets an attacking return, and same with Arsenal at the moment. They are leaking goals. Udogie has fantastic fixtures all the way through to the wild card. Very good attacking threat, creates lots of chances. I know the big chances created is only one, but I think that might be because Hub haven't updated their data just yet. So I expect that to go up because he was involved in everything. So if you are looking for a defender, I'd be looking no further than Destiny Udogie. So a few other players that I want to come back to. James Maddison could be someone that you are really looking at, as a potential player, and same with Julian Alvarez. I think they're two players that we need to keep our eyes on. Alvarez, if you need to take that punt up forward, looks very, very solid. Again, he's going to be fixture-proof. He looked okay against Sheffield United. Man City weren't overly great. The team at the moment, I'm planning on rolling the transfer this week. I really want to have 2 transfers next week, just so I've got a little bit more flexibility. Again, we'll do another video this week, hopefully, talking about where the team's sitting and my sort of thoughts around that. But the team going into this week does look very, very solid. We've got the same starting 11, but Udogie will come in. I should have put him on the graphic. That's my mistake. Udogie comes in for João Pedro, and I'm very happy with the team that we've got at the moment. Salah's returned every game. Saka wasn't great, but again, he's still a solid option in a good team. Vardiol, clean sheet potential is very high. Chilwell the same. We'll roll with Pickford, but I'm very excited to see what we can do. Again, if Matoma and Mbeumo can sort of add the cherry on top to my team, then we could be looking at another big game week. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I am very, very excited to see how we can go this season, and let me know how your team's going on in the comments. But I will see you guys hopefully towards the end of the week with my preview of Game Week 4.